hear that Travis is making the big comeback. He just made a post up there saying he's going to go for the number one in arm wrestling again. And we know that he's got a right hand match in July at East versus West. And we also know that left hand in August. We don't know who the opponent is going to be in either one yet. But what's your thoughts on Travis making his comeback? Do you believe him this time, bro? And do you really believe that he's going for number one?
I I don't know. I thought he was going for the number one broadcaster. But the so if he's going for number one arm wrestler, he has to put the work in. Every time you see him, listen, I would be enamored if I was Travis and my son was playing in the NFL and as a quarterback on any team. So this guy is not missing any of his games. He's at everything. So I find it's going to be hard for him to put in the dedication and what he needs to do for training to be the Travis of old, right? So, but I don't know, right? I mean, he could prove us all wrong and do it, but I know he was trying to come back, and then he got his butt whipped when he went against Brandon Elsesser, right? And so, oh, I
The
think
one
that's
the one thing I got to say to everybody about that one is he kind of made that match last minute, and that was just because he was being lazy and didn't get any other match for that tournament, and he needed a showpiece. So he was like, all right, I'll take this match and all, but he never actually put in the training and all. And I found out that weekend when I got in town and I talked with his wife Casey, and I didn't see that side pressure machine up in the living room, and I know the thing that he does when he gets serious, that side pressure will be up in the living room, and anytime you're on the phone with him, he's on that thing. So when I got there and I seen that, and I asked Casey, I'm like, where is it? She's like, it's downstairs. He hasn't been training at all. I was like, oh my God. So he wasn't actually, putting in the work then. That was kind of a thing, a Travis move just to get people to show up at the tournament and all. The thing
I
that I
have
think
his
is,
I have his arm wrestling machine, Paul.
oh yeah, did you?
I
You
have
got
it.
okay, yeah, you got the new one. The new one. You got the new
Yeah.
version. He has the old one from like 20 years ago. You got the
Yeah.
nice one that looks
I
all.
have the one that was at his house that he was using, the newer one. I have it at my house now.
Oh, very nice. Okay. All right. Well, the one thing I got to say though is I always would say this because hanging out with Travis the last couple of years, around this time of year, he always goes on this kick where he's going to be the number one arm wrestler and he's coming back. And, you know, he would say this and it would never actually happen. So I started saying, I'm like, yo, for me to believe it, I got to see the appearance change. I got to see him put
Exactly.
on some size and all. I've seen it. His face is all swolled up looking. He's looking a lot thicker. And I know he's been doing that side pressure machine now for at least, I think it's close to a year now. So, I got a little belief that he might be actually making a comeback. Now, will he take it that seriously? That's soon to be determined, but I'm kind of starting to believe it here. And I hope he does, man, because I think Travis being back in our sport is just a great thing overall. Even if he's not in the top peak Travis of the old, just having him back there talking shit, getting everybody watching is just a major thing. And then especially what you guys all said with Tyson Bagent being a NFL quarterback, I'm sure that's going to get a lot of eyes on the sport as well, especially if he's out there competing. I want to ask Don, what's your thoughts, man? Because we know you and Travis have a long history and all, and you're very familiar with going against Travis in his peak form. Do you believe that he is coming back and he will produce another beast peak form again?
Well, that was the plan. When he comes through here, Tim Travis, this is kind of the landing spot for those guys. So they kick back and really get out of their characters, if you will, and really talk. And the plan all along was once Tyson made it, he was going to make his run one more time. So the timing's right. I seen the post. I'd love to be his first match here in the U.S. I'm doing a lot of stuff. Jerry, you nailed it, man. The training you're doing, I call it sure training, super high rep. I do thousands of reps now. We'll do super heavy powerlifting stuff and end with 500 reps of stuff. I mean, we just do things different now, and things are changing rapidly. So, I think Travis will do something. Like I said, I'd like to be part of it. I hope that I make my little run as well, and we can bring some of these old school studs out here and rattle the tree. Bring in some of the fans that that are looking for some of the guys that they notice when arm wrestling was on, and they come in because of us. So I hope he makes a run. I think he's going to. I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it, and I hope he goes all the way, and I hope I get a shot at him as well and get back in the light for a little bit. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, we definitely need some of the old dogs back.
Don, your call out to Travis, is that right hand?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I don't have a bicep left-handed. Matter of fact, my last match against Travis left-handed, I lost 3-2. And we had a war. I had a damn good left arm, but I'm not in a hurry on my comeback. I am walking in it slow. Last time I ran back in and was expecting big things. I'm going to pull a match out there with Tim, with a guy that's been doing a lot of winning out of California, June 1st. And then from there, we've talked Tim Bresnan, Wayne Withers, I've been on the phone with. I've got a lot of making up to do, but I'm in not a hurry. I'm going to do it right. And I'm spending a ton of time in the gym. I'm at the gym every morning, 4:45, 5 o'clock. I don't leave till around 8. So, like you said, when you see the Don Underwood, when I unveil all of this, it'll make sense. You'll see that it's not just talk anymore. I'm bringing out something ugly. So, looking forward to doing it myself. So, if Travis is in the way, and that's what I got to take to get to. I don't know that I'll ever be back at the top of the mountain, but it'll sure be fun to wrestle with those boys.
I'm excited to hear that, man. Bringing back the OGs, bringing up the Game of Arms days, man. I'd love to see that. So, guys, if you want to see it, man, let it be known. Travis versus Don Underwood, that could be a good possible match for Travis to make his comeback. I like it. Matt, what's your whole thoughts on Travis making his comeback? Do you believe him?
Hard to believe him because he says it a lot. But I'd love to see it. The guy is one of the biggest personalities in the sport. I mean, the first thing I saw with arm wrestling was the Pulling John documentary, and obviously Travis was a big star in that. The big personality, the huge guy, a world champion, and a phenomenal left arm. Trash talk. Anytime you put this guy on an event, it's going to sell through the roof. And this guy's going to promote the crap out of it, and everyone's going to watch because they want to see what Travis is going to do. He's got that personality. He's got that aura. I think him being at East versus West and doing the commentary there, I think he's inspiring him. I think he's being around it, and then he's probably getting the question all the time: when are you going to get on the table? When are you coming back? You got a match? And so that's probably pushing him as well. I'd love to see him come back. I hope he's serious, and if he does do it, I think he could rise to the top of the ranks again.
Yeah, I agree, and I believe that's right. When he's being in commentary, and him being at the top of the world at one time, and then to see everybody else in the spotlight, it's got to be driving the beast crazy, man. I know how he is. He likes to be in the spotlight. He likes everybody talking about him. So I'm sure that's definitely lighting a fire under him.